Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out the new Uprising single from their upcoming third album. I think it's just called Uprising 3. I am pretty stoked for this one. I've been a fan of this band since Uprising 2. I think they were on Tridroid at the time, at least for their tapes, because I got one of the tapes. From what I remember from them, they're pretty like raw and fast and fairly old school, I suppose, in their approach. But yeah, definitely had to shout out the comrades here. But yeah, let's get into Eternal Mantra, which is sort of the lead song coming off the record. And apparently the physical copies include a cover of Machine Head, which is kind of interesting. So let's get into this one right now. Nice. Dope. This is cool. I'm trying to think of who it reminds me of. Maybe like a little bit of Wormwitch. Okay. I like that little sort of transition thing. That like vocal line reminded me of something. I'm trying to think of what it was. Where are they from? Germany. That's cool too. It's like that little low humming and then it's like harmonizing the guitars.
Well, the world's 10 wealthiest men doubled their fortunes during the first 2 years of the pandemic as poverty and inequality soared.
Again, I'm not super into the talking.
Is calling on governments to tax the gains made by billionaires whose wealth increased by an average rate of $1.3 billion.
And it's funny because those sections usually have something to say, and it's like, could you just say it in the music part though? Like,
But the wealth of the world's 10 richest men has doubled.
I don't know why that's such a thing now. Feels like it's getting more common or something. Vocals pretty unhinged, so that's kind of cool. Oh, some cleans. Interesting. They're like harsh cleans. Nice little roll there. Ending on a chorus, maybe? Still a minute left, though. Say tax the rich. For your made up something. I kind of didn't quite catch that. I wonder. Oh, there are lyrics. Your made up wealth, I see. When will you fucking losers finally stop dreaming of winning and scream with us to tax the rich? When will you finally stop listening to those demagogues preaching of some made-up threat coming for your made-up wealth? I like the subject matter, and actually I think, now that I'm looking at the lyrics, I think it kind of ties in a little bit more with the talking thing. It's very blunt, and it's very it's talking very direct. So even just to give you a line, it's like, rich getting even richer while the poor are left to die. And to mock those who suffer, philanthropy is sold as the generous cure. It's very direct. There's not a whole lot of like metaphors really, and that's fine. I kind of like it. It gives it a little bit more of like a punk kind of fuck you attitude, and I like that. I think with the sort of looking at the lyrics and sort of that punk aspect, the production itself, you know, is maybe a touch too clean, just given the, I don't know, the whole vibe of the thing. It's like very underground. I almost feel like the production should match the tone of the message as well, at least in this circumstance, because it is very direct. So maybe that's just me. Maybe I actually think the production sounds really good, but like I said, it just maybe could have been cool to sort of match it with the vibe of the lyrics as well. I'm still not big on talking sections, and especially like a news segment. I really don't like that in a song. And as far as like how the actual structure of the song goes, that's sort of the midpoint where they start to repeat things again. So I wonder, if you cut that out, does it sound too repetitive? Does it sound a little long? You know what I mean? I think those are interesting questions for this song. The riffs themselves were great. The drumming was really good. I know Austin Lunn from Panopticon did the drums on this one, and the drums sound really good. Like I said, that drum roll in particular kind of hit a nice earworm for me. But there's lots of, you know, tasty drumming throughout. The vocals I loved, actually. I really like that sort of impassioned delivery, and he's not just sort of going through the motions. It's also like how he recorded it was very, very raw, and it sort of feels like a one take, or not like chopped up, where they take, oh, this is the best way of singing this particular phrase in like a chorus or whatever. Let's move that over. For me, and sort of my philosophy on recording vocals, I really like not chopping it up and just doing it again, because you get a little bit more variation in the sound, and you can kind of push the second one to sort of give it a little bit more oomph or whatever. And to me, this sort of sounds like he, or whoever it was, did really well at sort of keeping that rawness in the vocals. And their use of melodies is really good. I really like the sort of the atmosphere sections. And they do have this interesting, there's a really cool catchiness to the vocals, and you don't get that a lot with black metal. You get a little bit with bands like Wormwitch, which I think is why it's making me think of that. But there is sort of this, even if you don't know the words or, you know, whatever, you can still sort of like almost hum the general idea of the chorus or the vocals or whatever. But yeah, I'd say there's a few little things that I'm nitpicking or whatever, but overall I really love the song. I'm really stoked to check out their new one. It doesn't come out till like July, so we've got a little bit of a wait for the rest of this one. Yeah, just wanted to shout them out. They're a solid band. I should actually go back and listen to their older stuff. It's been a little while. Really curious about that cover. It's for 10 Ton Hammer too, which is a interesting pick. 10 Ton Hammer by Machine Head. So I'm pretty sure that's an older one. Does seem to be sort of like a one-man project or one-person project. Besides the fact that Austin Len did the drums for it. I think the overall sound of it was really good. It's very cohesive. Even if it maybe feels a touch long, but I think part of it is just me getting worn down by the talking sections, the news sections. But yeah, really stoked. It's got cool artwork. Again, it's also sort of very direct with the artwork as well. There's no mincing words with Uprising, and that's cool. But I think that'll just about do it for this one. Thanks so much for checking out the video. We will have more soon enough. I think one of the ones I'll check out will be the Nocturnus album that just came out recently, like last week. Haven't had a chance to listen to that at all yet, so either we'll do a single song or maybe an album stream of it. But yeah, I'll catch you later. That was Vibes of Steel. That was Uprising. Deuce.